when corrupt cops realize their fate. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into it.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back, now! Now!
Okay, it's on. It's behind my back, sir. I have not done anything. In our country, I can say whatever the I want, correct?
Would you watch your mouth?
Even if it's a swear word, even if it's something that you don't want to hear, I can say what I want, correct?
Welcome back to the Mr. 5 channel. Sometimes, cops make bad decisions that can cost them their jobs. Today, we'll look at shocking events like the corrupt cop incident at Squirrel Hill Farmers Market on September 6, 2020. Pittsburgh officer Abel handcuffed and arrested a visitor, Mr. H, even threatening to use a taser. If you enjoyed this video, please comment with the number 5 below.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back, now! Now!
Okay, it's on. It's behind my back, sir. I have not done anything. I have not done anything. She has you on camera right here.
I don't care! You didn't listen. I told you to go away.
I didn't do it.
You didn't want to listen.
You told me to go away for what reason?
Dude, I don't have to sit here and have
Did I commit a crime?
Did I tell you to give me your ID?
Ma'am, I'm on camera. Did I commit a crime?
Stand there.
ID for what reason?
Do me a favor.
ID for what reason, sir?
Get my camera, please.
Please get the camera. She has all this on camera. All I said was that it was disrespectful to have that.
And then I told you to walk away, didn't I?
Yes, but I committed
And then I
no
asked you for
crime.
your ID.
I committed no crime.
If I tell you to walk away.
If I committed a crime, I would love to give you my identification, but I didn't do anything wrong.
The man stood in front of the officer, asking why he was being ordered and if he had broken any laws.
Is he under arrest?
If I tell you to give me your ID, you give it to me.
I give it to you for no reason.
Is he under arrest, sir?
Am I under arrest? Sir, am I under arrest? Sir, am I under arrest?
Hey,
What
hey,
reason?
Whoa.
Why is he under arrest?
Dude, can you please
I
tell
know
me?
this kid since he was 3
Can you
years
please
I don't
old.
tell
care.
me?
Okay?
Can you please tell me what I'm under
No,
arrest
would
for?
you sit down?
Okay.
Get down on the ground.
Can you please tell me what I'm under arrest for, sir?
Failure to disperse.
Disperse for what reason?
Failure to disperse.
You should.
This
Sir,
is Officer
let me walk, we're gonna have
Abel.
no problems.
I
I do
don't
nothing
have a
wrong. I
badge
came to the
number,
farmer's
but
market.
3806. Abel, please walk away.
3806.
Give me
No,
space.
please
No,
keep
I don't wanna
recording.
walk away.
Please record it.
Sure.
Walk
We
back.
got it.
We know his sister, his
I don't
father.
care,
He's
sir, I
a
don't
member of
care.
his community. He works at the
Sir.
JCC.
Sir, are you? Sir, I
You should be
committed
very
no
careful
crime.
what you're doing now.
While being handcuffed, the man kept asking for the reason for his arrest. Officer
Man.
Abel explained it was because he didn't comply with the order to leave.
There is
What's
no
that?
reason
You
for you
should
to
be
have me
careful what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because
I
you're on
can't hear a
camera.
word you're saying.
I'm saying you should be careful what you do now.
Sir, I did nothing
Okay.
wrong.
Okay?
Even if I was wrong about your mask being disrespectful, that's not a crime.
349 Alpha 2.
Sir, I did nothing wrong. Please
Daniel.
tell me what crime I committed. Please tell me
Be a
what crime I committed.
transport. Think of
Transport?
Bartlett Street.
Can you please tell me what crime I committed? Can you please tell me what crime I committed, sir?
Where's your ID? It's in my wallet.
Can you please tell me what crime I committed, sir?
With the farm.
Sir, can you please tell me what crime I committed? All I did was
You know his name?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
since he was a little kid.
I did not lay hands on you. All I did was say things.
I just wanted to make sure in case like you need like.
Yeah, yeah.
Man,
Did I
Yeah.
tell you to
Yeah.
leave? How many times did I tell you to leave?
I believe once.
Mr. H's only mistake was asking the officer why he was wearing a thin blue line mask, a symbol of the Blue Lives Matter movement.
Sir, I simply just came to the farmer's market and I spoke to you. That was it.
Yeah, whatever this is,
Lay
it's
hands on
ridiculous.
you. I have not done anything wrong. Just let me
Yeah, this is ridiculous, dude. This is so out of hand.
1 minute
He
before I spoke to
encountered
you.
you. He's just walking through.
Yeah, this is out of
He
hand.
decided to be disrespectful to me.
He's allowed to do
That's,
that.
yeah, he's allowed
It
to
doesn't
be.
matter. Stop for a
Yeah.
moment.
No.
You're being absolutely out of hand.
I'm not allowed to tell you what he did. You want to know what he did? Then
Yeah.
walk away. If you don't want to know what he did, then walk
Please,
away.
sir, I know what he did. What did he do?
Are you going to interrupt me again?
Here's what you said he did.
I told
He
him to
said-
walk away. He kept blocking the entrance. I said it 3 times.
Okay.
Wouldn't move.
Is it a public thoroughfare? Is it private property?
Right now it is, yes.
It's right now, it's private property.
It's not private property.
I'm simply trying to have a conversation with you, sir.
Yeah, this is out of hand, dude.
Even if it's a conversation
Ridiculous.
that you do not want to
Absolutely
have, I
ridiculous.
will simply try to have a conversation with you. Sir, it is. All I said to you is that it was disrespectful to have a different color on the flag. You can't manipulate. Yes, sir. You cannot manipulate the colors of the flag, and that's disrespectful. That's all I said. And then you said that's your opinion. I said no, it's not. There is an order of the flag. There is a code of the flag.
And I asked you to leave.
And you asked me to leave.
It's a public
and then
space.
You said no.
No, I did not say no, sir. There was a blind man, so I got out of the way.
Yeah, it looked like he's looked like officer pretty young. Looked like he in his early 20s. Probably just got the job last week, trying to earn his stripes. And it's not going right.
To make sure the blind man could leave. I made sure the blind man could get through. I was starting to walk away, and then you grabbed my arm and threw me up on this roadblock right here.
Officer using anything, please, don't do that to him.
Officer,
You got cops paying
your
people for
pension is on the line here. I'd be very careful.
Yeah, this is embarrassing.
What's your
You're in
badge
big
number,
trouble for what
officer?
you're doing.
I
now.
I have it on camera.
I know that I
Thank you.
might have offended you, but that's not a crime, sir. In our country, I can say whatever the fuck I want, correct?
Would you watch your mind?
Even if it's a swear word, even if it's something that you don't want to hear, I can say what I want, correct?
The officer refused to let the man go, and a crowd began questioning the officer about the arrest. Eventually, the crowd educated the officer.
Yeah, officer, this is out of hand. This is embarrassing. And you know that what you're doing is just agitating.
That's why he's not responding.
Hazel, Brown. And I will admit that I got a little startled when you pulled out the taser. I got very startled when you pulled the taser.
I mean, when you didn't listen.
I have the taser incident on camera. That's not what
I
happened.
mean, seriously.
Man, y'all are out of control.
You're too white, Danny.
Brown, 200. Can you come closer?
You can ask him to stop
Can
filming.
you just come closer so I can say it in your ear?
The man, identified as Daniel Evan Holtz, defended himself by explaining to the officer that he had the right to free speech.
Shame on you, officer.
Yeah, right down the street. I just walked up here to go to the farmer's market. It was like a 10-minute walk. I appreciate you taking the time. I'm not free to go, officer.
Shame on you, officer.
49 Alpha 2. You handcuffed him.
I know you put the handcuffs on me, but am I being arrested?
That's going to be 166-519.
I mean, I don't think that there's a reason to call my father, because I believe that I'm not being arrested.
When the officer realized his mistake, he started lying to cover himself.
Sir. And I know for a fact you have no right to check anything in my bag, sir.
Dude, you're under arrest.
For what reason?
Yeah, you don't have a warrant to go through that bag, dude.
You said I was
That
not
man
under arrest,
said
sir.
you
What am
did.
I under arrest for?
You don't have
Sir,
a you
sir,
don't have
sir,
probable
sir.
cause to go through
Sir,
that
this is an
bag.
illegal search and seizure.
You that is illegal,
Sir, this
sir.
is an illegal
It
search.
is on camera and that is
I'm
illegal.
telling you right now, there's no reason you should be checking my bag.
Officer,
I'm not going to lose my pen, sir.
Yes, you will. This is an illegal search.
Sir, there is
Daniel.
no need for you to be searching my bag right now.
yeah, this is an illegal search and seizure. You took out your taser. It's all on my camera.
Daniel faced 6 misdemeanor charges, including resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, trespassing, and 3 counts
What?
of possession. Meanwhile, Officer Abel faced over a dozen misconduct charges before the city's Citizen Police Review Board. As a result, he was fired from the Pittsburgh Police Department and is no longer employed by the city. While police are tasked with maintaining the law every day, it's surprising when they're accused by the very people they protect, like this officer, who abused his power for years until he met his match.
Ma'am, I would ask that you use a little bit of de-escalation, because you came in kind of hot. You came in kind of hot.
On the morning of Monday, August 9th, 2021, Auditor Sean Paul Reyes bravely exercised his First Amendment right by filming in public in Larchmont, New York.
No, I don't need any help. Who are you?
I work here.
You work here?
Credit card hanging out of your pocket.
Oh, okay, thanks. You work here?
Yeah.
Oh, what's your name?
Why? Who are you?
Oh, no, you came up to me. I'm just
I'm
asking.
wondering, you're in a private lot. I'm just wondering what's going on.
There's no signs making this private. This is public property here, right?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
I'm just wondering why you're taking pictures of the cars and that.
Yeah, just taking video and picture of the car, exactly. This is like, I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story that I'm working on. Okay? You're not going to tell me who you are? I would just like to know who I spoke to, since you work for the police department here.
I am. I'm a detective. I work here.
You're a detective. Can I get your name?
What,
I just looking for your name. That's all. I mean,
just wondering what's going on. That's it.
yeah. And I'm just wondering what your name is. That's all. Really. Just because you talked to me, and I like to know who I spoke with, especially because you're a police officer making contact with me.
Yeah.
So I think.
I'm just wondering why you're taking pictures of our police cars in our lot here.
Yeah, no, yeah, I just told you that I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story.
Okay.
But again, I would like to know who I spoke to since you are a police officer who made contact with me, a detective. So if I can get your name and shield number, I would appreciate it.
Okay, can I get your name?
Well, no, I'm a member of the public, and I don't want to have to identify myself to you. But as you know, a public employee, you know, you should identify yourself to the public. That's all. Just because I didn't come up to you asking you what your name was randomly. Just you made contact, and I just want to know. I don't see what's the big deal. It's public information, right?
Okay, I'm just wondering why you're filming.
But you keep wondering that, and I've answered that question, but I keep wondering what's your name so I can know who I spoke to, and you're not giving me your name. I don't understand why. Why wouldn't you?
I'm just.
But you're
just
not
watching you wander through the lot.
unless you identify yourself to me. You could be lying. I don't know you're a police officer. Just because you have a gun on your hip, that doesn't mean you're a police officer. You could just anybody could put a gun
You're
on.
lying about who you are. You're telling me you're an independent journalist.
I'm not the one carrying a gun. There's a difference. If I was carrying a gun, I'm sure you'd want to know who I was, right?
Okay.
Is that not fair? You
Give me
would.
a second.
All right. Well,
In a tense atmosphere, Larchmont police quickly confronted him and absurdly claimed that filming in public was illegal. As a result, Sean was arrested and had to sign a DAT.
hey, how are you? No, I don't need any help. Can I get your name and badge number, though?
No, you cannot. Can I help you?
I can't get your name and badge number, ma'am?
What are you doing in the back parking lot?
I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story, ma'am.
Okay, about what?
I don't want to release that information until it's published.
Okay, well, there's no reason for you to be in the back lot. It's police department and employees only.
Ma'am, can I, that's not true. There is,
This is police parking
can I show you the signs?
and village parking only.
Yeah,
Yes, it's village employee parking only.
yeah. I'm not parking, ma'am, I'm walking.
Village employees only.
Ma'am, I would ask that you use a little bit of de-escalation.
Okay, well, I'm
Because you came in kind of hot. You came in kind of hot.
I'm going to ask you to
This
leave
is
the back lot.
this is public property.
No, it is not public property. This is private property. There are police vehicles back here.
That doesn't make, what law is that?
Fine. If
That's
you
not
are-
what that
let me
sign
finish.
says.
It's fenced off, correct? Do you see the fence back
There
there?
is no fence here,
There
ma'am.
doesn't need to be a fence here in the event we have to get out in an emergency. It is fenced off on the perimeter.
Yeah.
If you are filming on village property,
Yeah.
you must get a permit for video.
What law is that?
That's a village code.
Okay, calm
So
down.
you can go upstairs to the second floor,
Yeah.
and you could apply for a permit to be videotaping on village property.
The First Amendment gives me the right to film in public.
Not on village property. It is a village code.
Village-
A village of Larchmont code.
If you're going to be enforcing code on me, I would like to know the
You
code,
can
please.
Go upstairs to the clerk.
But you're telling me that
I'm telling you
Yeah.
that you have to have a permit
Yeah.
to videotape in the village
according
of
to
Larchmont.
according to a law.
Village of Larchmont code. It's
Code.
not a law. It is a code.
Okay, and you cannot articulate what code that
You have
is.
to go upstairs and get it.
Okay, so are you giving me a lawful order to leave?
Yes, I'm telling you, you cannot videotape on village property without a permit. Even if you were making a commercial or you're filming a movie, any videotaping in the village of Larchmont, you must apply for a permit
On public property.
on public property.
Okay,
This
I
is
need.
public property. It belongs to the village of Larchmont.
Yeah.
There are police vehicles and other things that are not accessible to the public here on this property. In order to videotape anything on Larchmont village property, anywhere in the village of Larchmont, you must apply for a permit.
Where are you getting that? Where are you getting that information from, Sergeant?
Our code, our village code.
The one you don't know.
Give me a second and I will get it for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I was waiting with.
Filming.
I'm sure waiting. Like, when you gonna, like? I don't know about this code. Like, how? He don't know about this code. I don't know about this code. You keep telling about it, like. But we both know the amendment, right? So make it make sense.
Village code 57 1.
Maybe 157-2.
Subdivision 2, no filming shall be conducted on public property without prior approval of the Village of Larchmont Board of Trustees. So you cannot film on our property without prior approval.
That's interesting because it's public property, but that's interesting. I mean, I'm not doubting your code that you're reading.
Public property within the Village of Larchmont, you must obtain prior approval by the Village of Larchmont Board of Trustees.
That code is completely
It
unconstitutional.
is not unconstitutional. It is a village code. Village boards are allowed to constitute their own codes.
Ma'am,
That's what this
freedom
is.
of press means that there's no
You need to
restrictions
go
on it.
upstairs to the court clerk's office.
I will be going up there. I will be
So you
going
can
up
do
there.
that now.
I will.
That
I
is
will
some
be
shit
going
that they
there.
wrote
I
up.
will. This is definitely not your property. This is a public
You
easement.
can go upstairs and apply for a permit to videotape.
A detective approached Sean after observing him from a distance for 2 hours to understand
Damn.
what he was doing. Despite Sean asking 5 times, the detective hesitated to reveal his name, looking wary and confused.
I will. No, they can have their own code, but they can't have a code that violates the Constitution that you took an oath to, ma'am.
Take it up with the village clerk. I follow the rules of New York State and the village that I work in.
You should,
That is a code
but the
here
number one
in
rule you should follow is the
Larchmont.
Constitution. You didn't take an oath
You
to
go upstairs
the
and
codes.
talk to the
You
village
did.
clerk.
I understand, but you didn't take an oath to
You
the.
stop videotaping in the back parking lot. You have to go upstairs.
I'm not even in your I'm not even in your parking lot.
Back parking lot.
No, I'm currently not. This is a public easement where I'm at right now.
This is property of the Village of Larchmont. You must go upstairs to continue filming to the clerk's office and obtain permission by the Board of Trustees in order to continue videotaping on public property belonging to the Village of Larchmont.
That's I can't even believe those words are coming out of your mouth.
Well, it's in the village code. You can go upstairs and talk.
I'll be getting a copy of that. Yeah.
Alright, you go upstairs and talk to the clerk.
I will, ma'am. I will. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys coming out. Thanks. Take it easy. Thanks.
Have a good day, man.
You too. You too. I'll definitely be fighting that code because
Okay, so
it's
go
unconstitutional.
upstairs and speak to the clerk.
Ma'am,
Continue
respectfully.
the video in the back lot. And
Ma'am.
I asked you to stop videoing.
Ma'am.
To the back parking lot.
Ma'am, I'm definitely on a public sidewalk right now. So if you are you telling me you're going to arrest me if I?
I never said arrest. I asked you to go up to see the court clerk. Don't put words in my mouth.
Okay.
I asked you to go
I'm not.
see the court, not the court clerk, the village clerk.
Yeah,
To get
uh-huh.
permission to videotape. I'm asking you nicely to stop videotaping.
You haven't been nice since you gotten here.
Back parking lot.
Can I ask you a question, ma'am? Oh, and then I'll go up
No,
there.
I'm not answering any more questions. I'm telling you, go see the.
Well,
village
I'm gonna ask you anyway.
I'm not answering any more
I'm gonna ask you
questions.
anyway. What happens when you violate a code? What are the repercussions for violating Larchmont Village? Yes,
It is actually an arrest.
it's an arrestable offense.
You get a DAT and you have to appear in court on the.
Can you give me one of? Can you give me one of those?
I'm not giving you an arrest ticket right now. No.
But I'm not.
Giving you a warning.
I would like an arrest ticket.
We don't give them out when people ask for them.
So I'm continuing to film. I'm breaking the code. So if I'm on, you're saying that I can't film.
Kind of making a little sense here.
I'm on a public sidewalk. Let me make that very clear. I'm on a public sidewalk, and if it's against the code for me to film,
You are filming into the back lot where there is police
so
apparatus.
so,
I
ma'am.
asked you multiple times to go see.
I understand that, ma'am. So I would invite you to write me up on the code, ma'am. I would invite you to do that because it's unconstitutional. It's unconstitutional, ma'am.
Code, sir.
It's unconstitutional, and I would invite you to write me up on it.
Village property.
I am not. I am not. I am not even on village property anymore.
Well, the village.
It technically belongs to the people, ma'am.
It doesn't belong to the people. It belongs to
Ma'am,
the village of
I'm gonna try and be reasonable here. It's not against you, it's against that code, and I'm gonna continue to film what I could see from public.
Stop videotaping into the police lot.
Ma'am, I'm not gonna stop doing that because this is unconstitutional.
I'm going to ask you to go see the village clerk to obtain a permit to continue videotaping.
Ma'am, I'm gonna stick up for what I believe in here. I believe in the Constitution. I believe in freedom of press.
This officer blatantly violated Sean's First Amendment rights, using an outdated village code that had no legal standing. Shockingly, the officer believed the village code could override the national constitution. Clearly, this female officer needs serious retraining.
This tyrant drive away from here without any sort of legal repercussion to me because she's a tyrant. She's trying to violate my rights, threatening me with village codes for simply being on public property. So I'm inviting her to do it. I'm inviting her to violate my rights because there will be legal action taken if she does. These officers right here honor their oath. Very good officers. I'll be putting in commendations to both of them. Very good.
Sean clearly understood his freedom of the press rights. The officer became very agitated when Sean refused to acknowledge her claim that it was private property. She then changed her stance, acknowledging it was public property. This is a clear example of police overreach, thinking that they can do whatever they want and stand above the law. The female officer is unfit to serve in law enforcement. Her actions create such distrust that people can't believe anything police say, no matter the situation.
Yeah, how you go from private property to public private property? Like, wait, what? It's either one or the it's either one or the other.
Treasurer, taxes, water department.
You got business in here? You got business in here? You need something? I'm asking, you got something in here? You need something?
Who are you?
I'm the maintenance guy. I'm asking, you got business in here?
What does the maintenance guy have to do with me, my business?
Because if you're not in, you don't have no business. You don't belong in the building.
I got.
You don't have any business.
I don't want to. Can you calm down? Can you calm down and step away?
Even the maintenance guy acted with authority, as if he were a legal representative or had something to back him up, and told Sean not to trespass just because he happened to be working there.
I just had a code about. I had a question about a code that was recited by a sergeant of Larchmont Police Department, saying that I needed permission to film.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to somebody about that.
Okay.
Because I think it's in direct violation of the U.S. Constitution with freedom of press. I'm an investigative journalist.
Why don't you review the code online? You can make your interpretation. You can schedule a time to come in, and we can talk about whatever you feel you need to talk about.
Yeah. Can I schedule a time now to come back?
Sure. Let me just see if Brian has a calendar open. We'll
Sure.
Probably sometime next week because we're in the midst of construction.
Okay, great. I'd love to set a time to talk. I don't need to provide credentials of anything. We all have freedom of press, and I'm just gathering content to disseminate to the public. Just like I've told the sergeant already, if it's against the code, I would like to be charged with that code, so that way I can take this up in the proper channels, which would be courtroom.
We want to facilitate, not hinder anyone.
Yeah,
So
great.
I would suggest
Well, that code hinders
well,
people.
You haven't read it yet, right? So
She read it to me.
Okay.
She read it to me.
So again, if you're allowed to videotape your world, like you can wear a GoPro and walk around and do what you want to do. But if you're gonna like use this building or use this in any production or anything further than just your own log of life, then you do need a permit for that. And it's village property,
but no one is saying that I'm making a movie or anything or a commercial of anything. I'm an investigative journalist, gathering content to disseminate to public.
That's great.
The sergeant confused a filming permit with freedom of the press, showing a clear lack of understanding of legal regulations regarding film production. This confusion led to a daily cost of $2,000 plus an insurance requirement, even though the regulations clearly state that production must be permitted, whether commercial or educational. The sergeant's misapplication of the rules was evident, and even the department acknowledged it. Sean successfully filmed after dealing with these uninformed officers, ultimately completing his work. In the next case, around 10:15 p.m. on April 4th, 2022, the story revolves around Santa Ana audits, as he tried to record the police chasing a stolen car in a busy residential area. Santa Ana audits stood at a distance, keeping far enough not to disrupt the ongoing operations. He continued filming for several minutes until a sergeant noticed him, approached, and used the patrol car's PA system to play several Disney songs.
You guys get paid to listen to music?
Santa Ana audits quickly crossed the street to get closer and record the incident. The police played the music for over 5 minutes until Santa Ana audits asked if they were being paid to do this. No other officers at the scene tried to stop this activity. Santa Ana audits suggested the sergeant respect the neighbors and turn down the volume. A local resident went to the Santa Ana Police Department, requesting the police to lower the music volume as it could be heard from nearby houses. Note that it was around 10:30 p.m. on a Monday.
Have respect for the neighbors. Put the music down.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Have some respect, Corporal. Have some respect, Corporal. You're in our neighborhood. This ain't your neighborhood. Have some respect. Exactly. Why they recording, like playing loud music for like that?
In this situation, a woman asked about the music, and the response related to prior restraint, intended to prevent the publication of material. In the United States, the First Amendment limits government interference in this matter. Additionally, in California, Civil Code Section 52.1 known as the Bain Act, allows you to seek damages if someone uses violence, threats, or intimidation to violate your constitutional rights.
Tell him to have respect.
What's going on with the music here? What was that, sir? What's going on with the music here? Why are you playing Disney music? Why? Yes.
He's lying to you. He's lying to you.
Why are you doing that? Why? Yes.
Because he knows I have a YouTube channel.
You're using our resources. No, I'm not using our resources. No, we're paying you on tax dollars. Okay.
Here, an officer tried to prevent Santa Ana audits from posting the video on YouTube, knowing that YouTube strictly enforces copyright laws, which could hinder the video's distribution. This action seems intentional, especially since Santa Ana audits had previous conflicts with this officer and even mentioned their name.
Okay, you know who I am? I'm a video artist. No, you do. I do. Now I did recognize. What do I do? You're a city council person. Absolutely. And this is my district. Yes. I apologize. You're not going to conduct yourself like that in front of my neighbor. I apologize. Then apologize to him. I apologize for your job properly. Yes, please. Okay. I'm embarrassed. Okay. That this is how you're treating my neighbors. There's tons of you. Have some respect for my community. You live here? Do I live in Santa Ana? No, I don't. Well, maybe you should treat us with respect. I always live here. But my people live here, brother. Please treat them with respect. There's kids that need to go to school. There's people that are working. And you chose to use our taxpayer dollars to disrespect a man with music that's childish, sir. Okay, I apologize. Yes. Okay. Thank you. So I will stay for you guys. Okay. What are you guys doing? There's been an investigation. The vehicle, I don't think it's stolen the vehicle. That's what we're doing for stolen vehicle. Why don't we just log in there? Okay. I mean, so we're waiting. We're not closing the street. What's the purpose of the music?
In this case, an officer played loud music at night using taxpayer-funded equipment. When a local council member questioned this, the officer lied about the reason for playing the music. Instead of addressing the issue reasonably, the police continued to disturb the area. This action reflects a lack of professionalism, disrespect for the community, and a lack of commitment to police transparency.
Alright, so we're gonna go this way.
Thank you, council member. I've been dealing with these guys by myself.
You're not alone.
These guys do this all the time. If you tell him what's in the First Amendment, he won't know it. He won't know it. If you tell him what's in the First Amendment.
I'll talk to you.
And he took an oath to the Constitution. Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right, thank you. Have some respect next time, Corporal. Glad you know my name too. Yeah, I was across the street when they were playing music.
Power often yields to greater power. It's disgusting to see the sergeant's attitude shift suddenly when interacting with the public compared to dealing with a council member. This department collects $141 million annually from residents only to treat them like this. What's even more unacceptable is that the officer in this case doesn't even reside in the area.
Which is the worst part, because you wouldn't want somebody to come do this in your neighborhood. And then, like he said, they was investigating a stolen vehicle. You're investigating a stolen vehicle, but you're doing this. Huh? What? I'm confused. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section, man. If y'all enjoyed this video, make sure y'all hit that like button. I'll holler at y'all and catch y'all in the next one. Peace.